I got some splaining to do. Hey guys, it's Sab. Thank you so much for tuning back into my YouTube channel. I changed my YouTube name. That's a thing. So I just wanted to kind of get the elephant out of the room ASAP so that we can get right into this weekly weigh-in. When I started this channel back in 2011, it was a branch from my original channel, the NjNwro, and I wanted to separate my weight loss journey from my normal type style videos that I was doing. Flash forward to 2018, I kept the name Sab the Food Addict. At this point in time, 4 months later, I really no longer identify with that being the person that I am. Yes, I still struggle with, you know, emotional eating and wanting to binge and all of those things that come with being addicted to food. That is not all that I am. There's so many more things that complete the person that I am, the Sab that I am. So I wanted to, it's been weighing heavy on me for actually a few weeks now. I've wanted to kind of separate myself from specifically being Sab the Food Addict. I already integrated my Instagram to being my prime Instagram. So initially I was 100% just posting my food on Instagram, and then I decided to embrace it as more of a lifestyle Instagram, and I no longer use my personal Instagram, which was the Unplanned Mix. The same thing's kind of happening here as well. So initially this was my second channel, and my prime channel was the Unplanned Mix, where I did more passion project. And at this point in time, I am so much more dedicated to this channel being my passion project. Because the thing is, I'm my passion project. So whether you're cooking with me, I'm answering your questions, I'm giving you advice, I'm showing you my weekly weigh-ins and my 30-day check-ins, whatever it is that I'm doing, it is so much more than just me being addicted to food. It's me being who I am, Sab. The reason why I picked the name #Sab is because I wanted something that was a little bit quirky and unique, but I am such a wordy person. I say sayings all the time, and I am one of those awkward people that in real life I'm always like, #awkward. So I just thought, why not put hashtag in front of my name? #Sab just seemed like it fit. And when I thought of it this morning, I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. So officially, this channel is now #Sab, and I've changed over my entire social media platforms to being #Sab, and that's what I'm going to be going by forever and ever and ever and ever until I change my mind again. Hopefully that doesn't happen. So hopefully I didn't throw any of you guys off, and hopefully you're just as excited as I am to continue this journey with a new name. New name, same Sab. All right guys, so let's get right into this weigh-in. So this is my week 17 weigh-in, and to be honest with you, I did not have the best week ever, nutrition-wise. I completely, again, am an emotional person when it comes to putting pressure on myself. And if you remember last week's weigh-in, I was like, I'm gonna work out twice a day, and I'm gonna have no cheat day, and I'm gonna be really perfect with my tracking because I've only got, you know, a month until I move, wouldn't that be nice? I've got a month until I go to Mexico, and I just wanna be in the best shape of my life. That was so unrealistic, and then I created so much pressure on myself that I stress ate. So my Tuesday, I decided to cheat Tuesday. That led into Wednesday, led into Thursday, led into Friday. So then I had to essentially recover myself on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in order to have not a gain on Tuesday. In the end, I had no gain and no loss, which was perfect. I'm so happy that I didn't gain. I also lost a week in all of that emotional drama that I created for myself. So that's a little bit disappointing, but you know what? It's a new week, a new me, and that's basically it. So that was my weigh-in this week, you guys, and I definitely, so initially before my computer went crazy, I had planned on uploading my Q&A part 2 prior to this video, but things kind of went crazy, and I wanted to make sure that I was super consistent with my weekly weigh-in. So this video is going up first, and then tomorrow will be my Q&A part 2, but I wanted to add a couple of the questions that I got in my Q&A actually into this weigh-in video because I feel like it's really relevant. I feel like it's really relevant to weighing in. And those questions are, number 1, do I have any weigh-in rituals? And the answer is yes. So if you do follow me on Instagram, I posted on my story the day of my weigh-in. I have pants that I wear every single weigh-in. They are a thin legging, and they are as close to naked as possible. They're ginormous on me right now. I need to get another pair. I wear those every single time. I also wear flip-flops, and that requires me to bring socks because you cannot weigh in barefoot at the Weight Watchers scale. So I wear socks, and that's basically it. My shirt I change every time because as much as like so many people wear the same outfit every time, I'm like I can't do that with myself for some reason. So I do change my shirt, but I try to keep the consistency of the shirt the same. So I I try to always wear a t-shirt that is as thin as I can get it, and yeah, that's basically it. As far as my eating goes the day before, it's not too crazy, but I do try, and the key word is try here. I'm not obsessed with being like a particular way the day before my weigh-in, but I do keep a couple of things in mind. For one, I try to keep things kind of low carb, or at least in the later part of the afternoon. That is definitely something for me. Like, carbs make me retain water. So I could do a carby situation earlier in the day, but I try to do no carbs for dinner or very low carbs for dinner. The other thing is I make sure I first sure get all of my water in, all 60 ounces or more if I can fit it. That is definitely something so that by the time I wake up the next morning, I can essentially flush all of that water out of my system, hopefully taking on any extra water retention that I've had overnight. The other thing is, again, this is another try. It doesn't always work out, but I try to stop eating by like 6 or 7 p.m. Now, I do try to stop eating by 7:30 every single night. That doesn't always happen. I'm not always perfect with intermittent fasting, but I do try to cut myself off earlier enough in the night so that my food can properly digest, my water can properly flush my system out, and then when I do actually get on the scale that Tuesday morning, it's true weight versus water weight, because water weight really jacks us up on the scale. So those are just some things that I do as far as a weigh-in ritual. Now, the second question that I wanted to answer was, do I plan my entire week out, or do I plan day by day as far as my eating goes? And that is a very complex question. So for my family, on Sunday, I meal plan for the entire week what dinners are. And because I intermittent fast, I will usually do like a small lunch for myself and some snacks, and then I participate in family dinner with my family. And I do not cook 2 different meals. I cook foods that I can eat on my plan, because as much as this health and fitness journey is important for me, it's also important that my family is getting good health and nutrition as well. I quit making, you know, macaroni and cheese for them and then grilled chicken for me. It's like, if I'm having grilled chicken, they're having grilled chicken, and that's how it is. So for the most part, I do plan-ish what that's gonna look like. What I really have to take into consideration as far as not taking it day by day is where I'm going to use my weeklies. So some weeks I will use all of them on Tuesday, and I call it a no count day. So I will literally go into my Weight Watchers app, I will dump all of my weeklies and all of my dailies in under quick add, and then I do a no count day. Now, not by any means do I binge. I do not do that, but I will eat, you know, I'll go to Red Robin and I might get a burger and fries, which is probably close to 40 something points, which is my entire weekly budget. And then I might also get, you know, then I may also just, I don't know, just foods that you normally would be really careful about how you count. I just might kind of snack throughout the day. But by the time I wake up the next morning on Wednesday, I don't ever overeat or binge to the point where I feel like I'm regretting that day that I had. I think that, you know, it's very important when you're doing low carb, MyFitnessPal, calorie counting, keto, which is basically low carb, any type of thing where you have to track points or calories or carbs. I think it's really important to give yourself a break every once in a while from counting. You just kind of need a no count day, just because if not, at least for me, in my opinion, I won't stay successful. So I would say majority of the time, that is what I do. And I try to do it on my weigh-in day. That way I have essentially 6 days to recover if I do have a really bad like mess up. Like if I happen to binge, I haven't binged yet, but if I like eat real solid, like, you know, bad foods that day, I make sure that I give myself 6 days to really be on track. The other thing I do is look at my week if I have events happening. So if there's events happening during the week or that weekend, you know, if there's like a wedding I'm going to, or a shower, if I'm gonna be going out, you know, doing a game night with friends or something, I take into consideration what kinds of foods I'm potentially going to be eating. And then I may still enjoy what I would consider a higher point or a cheap meal on Tuesday, but I will count it because I always treat myself on Tuesday. Tuesdays is my treat day because it's my weigh-in day. But if I know I'm going to be doing, you know, 1 or 2 events later in the week where I'm going to be pushed with different types of situations, I will, you know, save some rollovers on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or, you know, save a majority of my weekly bucket to kind of plan for that. Also, because I follow intermittent fasting, I may also extend my fasting period for longer so that, you know, I come home and maybe only eat 1 meal a day, or, you know, try to fast throughout the entire day so that when I do actually finally eat whatever that social event opportunity is, then I'm not really going over my budget, but I'm just eating it in a shorter amount of time. So I hope that answers your guys' questions. I wanted to make this video really quick, but I just, with those 2 questions in particular, because they pertain to eating and weight loss and weigh-ins, I just felt like it made more sense to be able to attach them to this video. I thought you guys would get more information and they'd be more beneficial to you. So again, give this video a like. It really helps me out, and I hope you guys have subscribed, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, which hopefully will be up tomorrow, which will be part 2 of the Q&A. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.